yeah. The glass ones are even crazier because they're like the local type Red Bulls that are like completely different.
Yeah, I had one today to keep me going before.
Well, no
Are
wonder.
we
I mean, there's so
live?
many things going on. We are live, and we're just talking shit, and that's cool.
That's what the people want.
Some Red Bull stuff. Everyone, I mean, the viewers, the listeners, guests, everyone. James, Jamie, it's always great to see you, to talk to you, chat with you, and I gotta express my gratitude to you for coming up with my nickname, Chiang Mai last year. I mean, that's talk, and I love it. Yeah, naturally, this show is brought to you by Odys Global, your one-stop marketplace for age domains and websites, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. You know us. uh, as you can see, I'm joined by James Oliver and Jamie I.F, founders of their own things, Oliver.com and Endorsely. And these two guys happen to be the founders of Conversion Collective, which we're going to talk about in depth today. So, guys, I know you've done this multiple times, but just go on and introduce yourselves once again. Maybe highlight some new stuff you've been doing lately, because as everyone can see, you're busy, 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 right? So, James, go on.
Yes. So I've been doing affiliate marketing and SEO for 7 years, all like my own stuff, affiliate sites mainly. Built a few like mattress affiliate sites in Australia and in different geos as well. So carried on doing that, built like a portfolio of sites, and then turned to, well, now recently been building SaaSes, and obviously we've got the community to share things with other SEOs and other business owners. But co-founded parasiteseo.com. Me and Jamie just purchased Answered Socrates, and yeah, busy doing all that. And then Black Friday is coming up, so that's pretty much what I'm up to now.
Awesome.
Yeah, for
Jamie.
me, I'm Jamie. We do the Conversion Collective, a community which is horrendously cheap for the value that it offers. Frankly, if you want the masterminds and the courses and the networking and opportunities to meet and grow and all that fun stuff. Also founder of a few companies. The main one that we're spending a lot of time trying to build into a big company now is called Endorsely. It's an affiliate marketing software that you can use to build your program, recruit people, grow, track and grow your affiliate program, as well as like what seems to be working really well is a lot of people saying, nice software, but like we want you to run it for us, which sort of now means that we run some cool affiliate programs for some cool people. And really excited with that sort of stuff.
Awesome. Welcome back to the show.
Ladies and gentlemen,
right, let's ride. Let's roll.
Live.
Awesome. Yeah, so you've been doing quite some stuff lately, but the main topic of our today's conversation is Conversion Collective. I mean, I remember, I think, it was Jamie who reached out to me back in April, I think. Probably it was April, saying like, yeah, we're starting a private community of SEOs and entrepreneurs. It would be cool for you to hang around. I was like, yeah, hell yes, why not? and now, I mean, it's grown a lot since these first days. To be honest, I haven't been checking it for a while, for a couple of months, and then I logged in and I was like, whoa, people are live there and they're growing. First off, guys, you've been hanging around with each other for a while. I don't know when you started discussing business, like doing something together, but at what point did you decide and realize that we can actually pull something off together?
Yeah, so I've known James since affiliate gathering in 2023, where James was not on social media. It was just sort of an invisible affiliate marketer in the background. I think he saw that the Twitter game was hot and jumped on that one when we were like, mate, you need to start talking about this because everyone loves it. It was like the peak of the niche site game. But we just
You're
know
the one
you
who
just
got me
made
into Twitter. That's why.
I know. I was like, you got to get on this now and start building the personal brand. Mr. Personal Brand himself, Oliver.com a year later. Now we see what he's done. So yeah, and hung out at Chiang Mai, hung out in Bali. What I really like is like I like being around other people that are building stuff because it's very motivational, right? And so like what was good fun was like we'd sit at a big desk, like me, James, our mate Sasha, and some other people. Just everyone's building their thing, and like it was very like um the atmosphere is contagious for like wanting to go hard and work hard and build companies and stuff. And so in amongst doing all that, we're like, oh mate, we've done all doing cool stuff, and we don't really talk about it enough or like share the strategies. I think people would want this. And as well, like with the way that search is going, with the way that like social media reach is going, like impressions are getting like more and more difficult to drive just everywhere. That's how the game goes. Ads get more expensive every year. Clicks get more difficult to drive, and so is why people need age domains, right? Because then you can still rank for stuff now without having to wait 2 years to build a brand. But like the community, like page, like we wanted to like have a place where like it's not just like a faceless blog like doing whatever. Like this is a community where people can like every page view is super valuable and helpful. Some of it was motivated by just I think the future of online conversations is going to be much more community based. If you're not building something real, authentic, tangible, it's just not the same. And so to help and to grow a network of people that we know and that like us, where it's actually just like a real connection, real good stuff where everyone's getting wealthier, healthier, and more successful every year.
Awesome. And let's say, as you mentioned, like the way the search is changing over time, especially in the past few years, what are the, let's say, hottest, most discussed topics in the community inside the Conversion Collective? Because you got SaaS owners, e-com owners, entrepreneurs, SEOs, affiliate marketers there, but like everyone, there's an overlap. Like, what's the most overlapped and most discussed topic for everyone there at
I
this
think it's
point?
link building. I would still say like it's just, like, there's
Link
the
building.
one thing like everyone does or and everyone needs to do, whether you run an e-commerce business and now you want to rank for collection pages, or you run a SaaS and you want to rank for or you want to rank for your competitors' alternatives keyword. I'd say it's a lot of parasite SEO and a lot of link building, because with the way that the search has gone over the last year, with the requirements for authority being like just ratcheted up to 11. To be able to rank for stuff, and links becoming not just links, but like historical authority, brand, and things like that. But links are a close correlation with those metrics, and a lot of it is link building. A lot of it's around parasite SEO, because then how can you still rank for stuff without having a domain that can rank for a lot of these keywords using Reddit, using Quora, using LinkedIn, and things like that. And so yeah, I would say there's a lot of link, like not just like your typical like. Oh, I mean, it's where age domains come in, right? Because then you have these not only historical links, but I think there was one domain I was going to buy on Odys that like had a knowledge panel. So you typed it, and you got this like huge like. It's like, well, you can't like copy that, right? Like that's going to be quite a tangible. But yeah, a lot of people are looking to like build links at scale now. Do them in ways that's like not your typical guest post and link inserts, but like more like I guess just more powerful ways of doing it. Digital PR, stats posts, clever ways to run ads to like articles that then journalists will likely search for and then link to you with like really powerful links, as well as digital PR. Yeah, and a lot of parasite SEO as well. But I think the parasite SEO is a result of the changes that require so much more link building now. It's like a response to the authority being ratcheted up and certain authority sites being able to rank for everything.
That and pivoting as well. So a lot of people like ourselves, because we can mainly come from the affiliate space and SEO space, a lot of people are wanting to pivot now from not generally affiliate marketing. They still want to do affiliate marketing and around that niche, but trying to get additional traffic sources rather than just SEO. That's why we've been doing live streams to try and get different people on in different fields to help people out in different like verticals, if whether it be like Facebook or using Pinterest, for example, or other methods to actually gain traffic to their blogs or straight to affiliate offers.
Yeah, like for example, a couple of the people we've had on for the live streams, it wasn't just SEO focused, and we don't want it just to be. We want it to be like a full, traffic growing like building business. Like we had Mads Singers last week, and it wasn't really an SEO focused into it. It was just people management, scaling teams, how to build a company that can hire 100 people, work like a well-oiled machine, and crush, right? And so before then, it was we had Andy Scragger, who is one of the top Facebook like viral. Facebook traffic drivers, as well as Nina Clapperton talking about how you can use Facebook groups as a way to organically grow your business. And so it's not just the last thing I'd want to do is just be like, this is an SEO group. There's some SEO stuff in there, and a lot of people are around the SEO game. But I wanted to be big. My goal for it personally is for it to be bigger than that, to be a one-stop resource for everyone to learn cutting edge traffic driving strategies and like brand building elements, so like including operations, including marketing, including hiring and like people management, and so that everyone who comes in within the next year is in a much healthier place business wise than they were the year before, and that's our goal.
Well said.
That sounds like a mastermind at scale.
But we have the masterminds as well, right? Because you can when you join, you can fill in the Google form saying I want to go into the Parasite SEO one or the programmatic SEO one or the SaaS growth mastermind, and then to get added from there. And we haven't done any of the like, because we do the live streams. So there's also plans to do like a mastermind specific stuff. So if you want to meet the rest of your like SaaS growth cohort or e-commerce SEO cohort, then there's also specific ones where you can talk with some of the top people. Like for example, in e-commerce, we've got some of the most well-known e-commerce SEOs in that group, just sharing freely stuff that is blowing my mind. And so it not only is I guess like a general mastermind when you can ask questions, but there's also like topic-based specific masterminds for certain elements as well.
Cool. Yeah. How do you decide who's gonna lead mastermind groups? I mean, because you got like leaders there for each group, right? But as you said, it's a much healthier community starting now and for next year, right? So you have people from all those different areas and business endeavors, and everyone's good at something. Someone's better than the other. Either way, how do you decide like this guy or this lady is gonna lead the group?
Yeah, so we
do they have to show the initiative, or you're just pointing your fingers like you're doing this?
No, so we me and James took the lead on two of the groups, the mastermind groups, and for the rest of them we just bribed them. We said, if you would like a lovely red sticker to go on your profile saying mastermind group leader, all you have to do is lead a group. And then the people that would like typically want to lead, like for example, Trigvi is like the leader of the e-commerce one, and he's one of the best probably the best e-commerce SEO I know. No one's doing like he's the one on Twitter though, where people are finding his sites like, how are you ranking this site for this? And so like it's a natural fit. No one's really volunteered themselves who has a bit of top expert, but yeah, we bribed them with a bit of a sticker that says mastermind group leader, and then people are happy to lead it for the sticker.
Yeah, that was actually pretty easy. It was it went a lot smoother than I thought it would.
Cool. So bribing works apparently.
Business bribery is the way to go.
Business bribery. All right. What are your plans for this community at this point? Because it's growing, as we've mentioned this already, right? And apparently it's going to snowball over time. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and perhaps it's going to get a lot harder to manage the way it is managed right now. So are you thinking of like sort of, I don't know, splitting it up into interest sections, or I don't know, business niches and stuff like that, and have like separate dedicated managers for each section? Or are you going to just see how it goes and then figure things out? Do you have a plan?
That's a good question. Yeah, so we're in the process of hiring like a full-time person to like just act as community liaison manager and like be able to like keep everyone engaged, answer any questions anyone has that fall through the cracks, onboard anyone who comes in so they get all the access to the free software and the free tools and like the mastermind as soon as they join, so that like in case me and James aren't if we're at an event like we are now, like but they can just like keep them engaged. And so someone full-time to help manage the engagement part, answer any questions, help get people's questions for the live stream sorted so that they can get their specific questions answered by a Mad Singers or a Charles Float that is on the live stream. And so hopefully that will make the community even better. And that's so we're looking for a full-time person at the moment to help us with that as well, to keep the community as fresh as possible. And then like I think honestly we can do a better job at the content distribution side, because even me and James are doing cool stuff, like, and sometimes we'll forget to put it in the kit. It's like, oh, actually I think that would have been a cool post, and so we can be more active there as well. A community manager helps with that because it will take some of the day-to-day like maintenance off, and then we can just focus on creating really cool stuff, and I think that will make the quality even higher.
Yeah, with that
So
as well,
social
with
media profiles and pages are coming.
Yeah,
social media pages and profiles are coming, right?
We've not bothered too much about the social profiles and stuff like that. We just have the web. We just got a new website redesigned and redone, so you can check that out. Conversions.so. So that the website looks bang on, but yeah, we've not really focused on the socials. Only really the email and actually in the community rather than posting on social media. It's a bit like how it's kind of my philosophy with affiliate marketing. I kind of like the evergreen stuff which lasts around, and then posting on socials constantly doesn't really get the same traction depending on what sort of niche and stuff you're doing.
Yeah, also we're waiting for the right time, because if you do a LinkedIn organization and then you announce it, you get a big boost for reach, because it's like I'm starting a new job as co-founder at conversions.so. So we're waiting for the right time to do that announcement, just to get the thousands of impressions that you get whenever you announce a job thing. But you can only do it once, so we're just using it for the right time. We should probably do it this month.
Yeah, we've got all stuff saved up, but we want to make sure everything's bang on with the manager and stuff like that, which hopefully should be happening soon. We've got calls next week.
Yeah,
other than that, everything's going
this week.
Yeah, see how it goes.
Even though you're founders and like the authors of the entire idea, I'm sure there are other people who were and are involved in this whole thing, in this whole project, right? But you're like the masterminds of the thing. Either way, like what so far at this point, what was or is the biggest learning point for each one of you from within the community?
I think that you don't realize how. So I think both me and James are creative people, but I think both of us can be like, oh, this will work, and then like it won't just be like rigidly put into standard operating procedures to make sure that it works at scale all the time. And so we've become more like organized as a result, and everything is processed out. When someone joins, they receive X DM, which gives them XYZ link to Y tool and Z mastermind, like a really structured onboarding process for everything. And so everything's processed out, because without that, like quality falls, things fall through the gaps. And so it's a lot more work than you might think, like doing a community and things like that. Especially, we're building up the discount section for like exclusive discounts that you only get if you're a member of the Conversion Collective, and like it's a lot of work, and like liaising between 20 companies to get like specific things done on the logistics and where that code's going to be and sourcing that. So it just requires like really good like bulletproof procedures that mean that everything can be followed, and it also means they can be delegated. Now we have all these procedures for operations in place that we didn't have a few months ago. It makes it a lot easier to hire and delegate out to someone else so that they can make sure that the quality is as high as possible, the bar is high.
Same with using a lot of Zapier. Zapier is a godsend for doing that sort of stuff. Even for like little things, like so we're on Circle for the management side. So with Circle and what is it? Gumroad, it connects together. So if you ever sell a product like a lead magnet, say on Gumroad, it'll automatically add to the Circle community, and it does it with Discord as well. So stuff like that, you do that, and you can set up Zaps to automatically add to your email software, and it comes like a processed everything everything processed and set up together. So it's just the learning curve of the SOPs, the automation to make everything run a lot smoother. But once that stuff's down, that was one of the key things to get done. One of the learning things for me was like how much I've enjoyed the live streams. I didn't think I would enjoy like the hour live stream so much, because like what we've been doing afterwards, which we haven't done for the last few ones actually, is actually take the videos, put it into Descript, get the transcription, and then chop them up into little clips. But with the transcription, obviously, you're going through and you're going through the content in more detail and picking out those little nuggets. Like when we had Stacey on a few weeks ago, she shared a really cool hack about statistic posts. Well, what can be used in statistic posts, which I basically just took her thing and put it into that because it works really well. It's basically just using a image which is going to get shared on newspapers, put it onto Flickr, using that as a link magnet to get links from the images, which not many people do. So you can put that on a statistic post and basically get a double whammy of the amount of links you're going to get.
Interesting.
There's just loads of little nuggets like that.
Yeah, that's a really cool thing actually about the entire thing about the clips, because even speaking of Odys talks, well, we haven't been really focusing on cutting the reels and posting them lately, but when we've been doing this for a while, I don't remember. Well, several people just told me that they don't have the time to watch the entire thing, but they really do enjoy those short clips because they have those like little golden nuggets, like short pieces of valuable information. So that's a great thing to do. Yeah,
they crush on LinkedIn right now as well. They're giving so much reach to those short form videos. So like, I would get them on LinkedIn because they're just getting so much reach right now. It's like TikTok 2 years ago, or like Instagram Reels 6 months ago. Like, it's really good.
Yeah, well, any social media platform, when they do a new feature, they always push that more. So you've just got to jump on the bandwagon as soon as they do it.
Yeah. Vlad, you've heard it here first. Time to get the Odys Talks clips on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Okay. I'll consider doing that. Yeah. Thanks for the tip. One thing I was actually thinking about was asking you how hard was it to convince like the first endorsers, let's say, of the community to jump on the premium package bandwagon, because everyone wants to join an exclusive premium community, right? Everyone wants to talk with everyone and learn things and watch useful, valuable videos and listen to actionable podcasts and stuff like that. But let's be honest, pretty much no one likes to pay. Right? So what was your approach to marketing this side of the community?
Yeah, so at the beginning, it was mostly just off the strength of me and James's brands, because we released it, and I think like 50, 60 people signed up on the first day. And so we had this initial amount of people that now like would hopefully, we hope would create the initial conversations, make it a good product, and then word of mouth would spread and other people would join, which looks to be the case of what's happening. But yeah, like it required us having existing audiences, right? Because if you don't have an audience and you launch this thing, it's just going to be crickets and no one's going to join and then no one's going to stay. Another thing that we wanted to do is like, you make a good point around money and like, the barrier to entry being paid is like, yeah, you do have to pay, right? But it's not just about the price, it's about filtering like serious people who are going to take action. And so like it has to hurt a little bit to be like, all right, now I'm like, if it was a free community, no one would stay active, because it doesn't feel as good as when you like, okay, this is a premium resource, I'm going to put the required time in to really get involved with this and do this, and as a result, it's very profitable for them once they do that, because they get big ROI on their money, because they learn a lot and they make the conscious effort to invest their time into the community. It's another reason why we're not too fond of doing like monthly pricing. Like if you're going to pay, you got to do a year, like the annual, because if you know you can churn in a month, like are you going to put the effort into like really engage with people and get the value out and get the networking and like go through everything? I'm not convinced, and so we've been hesitant to do a monthly plan, because like once you do an annual plan, you're like, I'm committed for a year. I'm going to make a good go of this, and then get my value. And so yeah, the price acts as a filter for serious people, and the annual is a filter for people that don't want to put the effort in and get the value out. And so that's the thought process that we might try monthly. But yeah, it's because with communities you get where you get really, like, if you just stay inactive, like you're not going to learn. You're going to miss out on all the information. You're going to miss out on how you could have solved your problems and reached the next level. But by signaling your seriousness with, paying for a yearly plan, or having a paywall there, psychologically, I think it makes people more willing to invest their time and get the value out of it, which is then very profitable for them, even if they do have to pay.
And one of the recent things we did to help with growth and to help the overall community was to actually open up a free section. But the free section is very limited in what you can see in the community. So you can't get the live streams or the courses or the main interaction. You're just in that free section. But we've chucked a few like freebie bits in there and some information. And we're hoping to obviously grow that and then help people. And then they see the value and go up to the premium version. So that's kind of the business model with that, because it's one of those, like, it's a hard thing to grow a community. It's the chicken and the egg problem, like you said. But luckily, based off me and Jamie at the start, we got the initial few people, and then growing up, I didn't check before the stream, but I think we're around 450 members now.
Yeah, and it could be a lot more,
solid.
but we just haven't mentioned, like, most people don't know there's a free section that they can join. So we need to do a better job of telling everyone that exists. We'll do that for sure as well. But like, even like, we haven't actually made any money off it. Every time we make money, we spend it on stuff to like give away to the community for free, right? We bought Answer Socrates for just under $25,000 last week, and just so we could be like, all right, how do we give this in as much like how do we give the best version of this once we've had the development done that we want to do to introduce new products to make this as good as possible, and then give it away to everyone in the community for free. And so like, it's a business, right? And businesses make revenue and profits, but for us, we're sort of treating it like a non-profit. And just when we get money, people spend on something cool, or paying experts. We've got a Pinterest course coming, which is going to be really excellent, I think, because we're paying one of the best Pinterest people in the world to create this course. And so, yeah, every time we get money, we spend it on something cool, and then hopefully people like it, right? And we've got one coming with one of the best Etsy experts who I've worked with quite a long time, to create like the ultimate course to Etsy. And so it's just like, finding experts, getting them on board, getting them to build content that no one else really knows, so that they have this really like excellent, rare talent and rare knowledge that they can share, and then using that to keep funding, making the community better and better and better.
Yeah, hopefully within 2 years we'll start taking money out, but that's not the goal. The goal is to just keep growing it at the moment. We even built
buying cool shit and giving it away for free.
Not the savviest business model, but it's good for
Well, considering your approach, it looks like, well, even for you being the founders and like the investors of this project, right? The main value for you, probably for you in the first place, is still in learning from the best in these different business areas and niches, and then applying those things to your businesses, and thus increasing your revenue, increasing your earnings, right? So it's like a two-way street.
Yeah, like in this game, you got to reinvest, and you got to keep spending. You got to keep the money flowing. You got to keep the knowledge flowing as well. And like, so I want to be in the rooms where like the stuff's talked about that I need to learn. Like, I always be sharing stuff we do know in the community, but I also want to be there and learn myself and learn everything. And like, I'm far from the finished article. I want to keep learning, and part of that is, I want to be in all the best masterminds where I can learn stuff that only 10 people in the world know and become the 11th to know that information. I want to be at the best events so that I can learn from the speakers that know things that only a few people in the world learn. And I think that's just part of the game. Like, if you want to keep relevant and you want to stay and you want to still be in the game in 10 years' time, which is the goal, you have to keep making sure that you're on the cutting edge and the bleeding edge of the future, right? Especially with how fast moving things in the age of AI now. I think prior to AI is almost like, in like years, like since Jesus died, you have like like our AD and like before BC, right? Honestly, I think that when ChatGPT came out in November 2022, that was like the next version, like before ChatGPT and after. From there, it's going to be a crazy few years, exponentially crazy and crazy every year. And if you want to make sure that you don't get retired by AI and that you're on the you come out of it decently, then this is the most pivotal time to be transforming your skills and learning things to be able to make sure that you are winning and it's not winning against you. So yeah, I think it's just part of like reinvesting everything in learning, whether that's financially into communities like products, tools, software, anything like that, because it's a crazy time right now, and like this has never been more important to be really motivated to get ahead, because a lot of people are facing like being obsolete, and it's scary stuff. And so that's my focus, that's my philosophy, that's James's philosophy as well. And I think it's just important just to always be learning, always be humble enough to keep going. All right, what's the next thing? How do I get better at this next thing? How do I hit this next level? A radical self-honesty with yourself to be like, what could I have done better there? Like everything, and accountability there. And part of that is investing in education, investing in skills, investing in everything related, because it's just a crazy time right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think one of the smartest things. Okay, yeah, probably one of the smartest things I've heard lately was something that goes like, I think it was always, but let's say always is in brackets. So always surround yourself with people who are smarter than you.
Yeah.
And this seems to be the case of Conversion Collective and your the entire project. And speaking of, once again, getting back to the fact that you're founders, blah blah blah. Do you feel or see that there's a weird status combination for the two of you? Because I mean, it's Jamie I.F himself. It's fucking James Oliver, right? I mean, those like cool guys. They're massively successful and up and going entrepreneurs, smashing things, smashing whatever they're doing. But there are like those awesome people in the same community who are greater than them in this and that and the other thing. Do you see or feel like this weird mix of attitude towards yourselves, and how do you take it? How do you perceive it?
I think it's mostly that like it's the same kind of radical self-honesty. I am good at X, but I'm not as good as Y. Therefore, I want to learn Y from expert in Y. Like again, it's like if everyone thinks that the finished article and they know everything, okay, you won't get value then, because you're perfect in your eyes. You can't be faulted. You know everything, fine. But if you're more honest with yourself and you realize actually, like for example, I'm good at e-commerce SEO, but I'm not fantastic. So who do I go to when I need to learn about how to do a specific thing regarding a specific sub area of ranking a collection page? I go into the e-commerce mastermind and I go, hi guys, I'm trying to rank for this really competitive thing. What am I missing? And then someone will tell me something. I learn. And then, it's the, you have to, like, I think because we've built personal brands, there can be this it can be, I think some people may find it difficult to be like, oh, I don't know that, because it could look like I'm admitting to being an amateur or whatever. But really, you just have to go, no, like I know a fair amount. I think I've done well in my 27 years of life, but I want to learn more. How do I learn this? How do I learn this? And sort of shed the image of like a personal brand or whatever, and be like, no, I'm actually not that good at this part. I need to learn it.
Well, I think with SEO, it kind of teaches you that anyway, because it changes all the time. You've always got to be tested, and you want those groups together, even if it is a mastermind or just a group with a few friends. Everyone wants to be testing, doing different things, and then you come together and speak about it and then find out kind of what's working. That's how, like, Kyle Roof back in the day, he ranked that rhinoplasty page with Laura Ipsum, because he carried on testing and found out like the 13th word is what counts. So that's all he did, and then started ranking it. So it's always just been testing and being humble. And then now with AI, like Jamie mentioned, and pivot into different models. Like I've been playing around with Cursor like crazy and building all just kinds of crazy stuff. My friend John's been telling me, showing me how to actually build stuff, and even just in a few hours, I built like a basic SaaS, just by screenshotting other people's, putting it in and saying make something similar to this. It's literally insane, some of the stuff now, and just learning new things and just developing. But the backbone for me is still affiliate marketing. That went off a little
If
bit of a
James can
tangent
build a
there, but
fucking software now, based on what's out there now, then anyone can.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Speaking of affiliate marketing, because I've spoken to a fair share of affiliate marketers lately, even on all these talks, but uh, it seems like it experienced some sort of rebirth lately, right? Like things have become better than they were for the past year. Um, how was it for you guys? Well, especially James, since you mentioned you're affiliate marketer. First of all, how are things going for you in
well,
this area?
to be honest with you, I don't really, I'm really bad with this. This is one thing I kind of need a team and someone managing, but I never really check financials or do anything like that. I just see the money coming in and just do that. And every now and again I check. But before I used to earn like $20,000 a month USD consistently, and then the update happened, and in the Australian SERPs it completely messed it up. So like in the Australian SERPs, it had all the US companies ranking like Forbes, US Today, and all those, and they wasn't even selling the Australian products at all. So, and it was like you're never going to get in because now they're in there, and it's not even Australian brand. But now the SERPs are actually back to normal in Australia, in my niche at least. So I've actually been spending a bit of time back onto the affiliate website. So I've been going through and updating everything and doing that. Like Jamie's part, he's with everything. He's got partnered in Content Raptor as well, which lets you update your content. So I've been doing that. Use like Google Search Console stuff. So been updating the content a lot because now is the biggest time to do it, because it's October, November. You want to do it a few times because Black Friday is around the corner. So if you just get the content freshness, like update, and it actually starts ranking, you're going to get the biggest ROI of your time around this time. So it's always worth spending a few hours to update stuff, which is what I'm currently doing. Before that, I didn't really touch the sites till like February-ish time. So for a good 6 months, I just left them. But they're still earning money, but nothing like it wasn't the same. But luckily, I had multiple sites and different revenue streams, so it wasn't as much of a painful experience as what it could have been.
Yeah, there's also more than one way to skin a cat, right? Like everyone's going after Google only traffic, and that's great. But there's more traffic sources than just Google out there. We still do 5,000 high buyer intent valuable US traffic base a day, 5,000 a day just from Bing. And so like people think that like, oh, it's Google is there. You're like, no, Bing, like even other search engines can be good. Perplexity and ChatGPT is sending more and more traffic now because if you focus on your semantics right on your sites, and a host of other factors associated with being recommended by an answer engine, you can get traffic sent to you from Perplexity now as well. And there's more. Yeah, beyond that, when I say more than one way to skin a cat, like the people just need to be creative. Reddit is crazy for affiliate marketing now. Even just like on the other side, if you're building an affiliate program and you want to get other people to promote you, or you want to drive affiliate sales through there, there's so many things you can do now, especially if you're technically decent, like scraping YouTube for YouTubers, which can also be good for keyword ideas for you to create YouTube videos on, scraping subreddits, scraping Beehive newsletters to be able to outreach them for promotions, scraping Telegram groups to be able to outreach them for promotions. Like there's a lot of like, you have to be more creative now. Like the era of free traffic, like that you couldn't even figure out how, like it's just too awash with success, is now a tougher game to play. And you need a better brand. You need to build more links now. You need, if you want to head start an age domain. But yeah, we got hit on some sites in Google, some did not. The ones that did not were typically the ones that had like real products. So like content only sites were mostly hit. But for example, our e-commerce stores that also did some affiliate marketing were pretty safe. And the ones that we built real community on typically lasted better as well. And so I'm advocating for that. For example, we have one brand which has an Etsy store. And it was it was one of the biggest Etsy stores in the niche, selling really cheap $3-4 products that we'd run ads to on Etsy because the clicks are about 7 cents each. Like it's like Google ads 15 years ago on Etsy right now. And I recommend everyone build low ticket products and run ads to, because when you sell something on Etsy, you get their email. And so if you give them like an amazing follow-up that says, hey, thank you so much for buying, here's a free thing I wanted you to have as well as a bonus. It's like an email capture form that has a lead magnet on it. 80% of the people that buy off Etsy will join your email list. And now if you sell 20,000 low ticket products at break-even price on Etsy, you've got a 20,000 person newsletter that you can use to send traffic to your affiliate marketing pages and make more money on the back end. And so people just like thought, okay, you know, I'm just doing SEO content, and it was so profitable for a while. Like, I thought I was going to make £1 million a year for the rest of my life with just no issues. Unfortunately, it's not at £1 million a year now from the affiliate business. Other businesses are overtaking the affiliate business now, but yeah, you have to be more creative. You have to build multi-step funnels, and through Etsy or through Facebook traffic, and build your community so that you can reliably send traffic, even if Google doesn't feel like recommending you that day. Make sure that your semantics and your you know, how you build the site for a natural language processing reading algorithm rather than a human, so that you can make sure that you're getting, number one, AI overviews, and two, that you're being recommended by Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, and some others. And yeah, like Google traffic is going to get increasingly difficult. Their philosophy is to try and turn this into a zero-click search where you can just get all the information in the search without actually having to click a website. And that's not good if you're reliant on impressions and clicks to be able to drive your revenue. It's getting tougher. But there's a lot of other things that you can do to mitigate and increase and scale from there that most people don't want to do. SEO is easy. I just write a blog post and see if it ranks. Now you have to be more creative. You have to have different funnels and steps in place. So I have to build a real brand. And so everyone wants the quickest hack to do stuff, and there are some hacks. You know, Reddit is very easy to drive traffic from now. It is what it is. Like LinkedIn ranking is much easier than it used to be to rank a blog post, but most people aren't willing to do those things because they require more effort, more creativity, more discomfort from not just writing a standard SEO blog with a 1,500 words and an introduction that says, let's dive into the main content at the end of the intro. Now you have to be more creative, right? And that's just the game. Affiliate marketing is live and well. The industry is growing. We built, spent, hundreds of thousands of dollars building a software tool to do affiliate marketing with people.
Yeah.
The launch has surpassed expectations. We're still in stealth mode and everyone wants it. So like, if affiliate marketing is dead, then I'm sorry, but like, where are all these customers trying to grow affiliate coming from?
True. I mean, you just given us all a sneak peek into what Conversion Collective is, like shit, with all those knowledge bombs and golden nuggets, which is really, really cool. And yeah, speaking of, we're doing a collaboration right now with you guys, the Odys X Conversion Collective, which is a really, really cool one. I mean, I remember when me and you, Jamie, started discussing this sometime back in summer. We started off with Quiz Wizard and Odys and kind of like had some ideas, but then we got to Conversion Collective and it grew into a very interesting thing. So to not sound too salesy or pushy right now, like I'll just in simple terms, you get when you get either a domain or domains worth of at least $2,500, we'll sponsor your 1 year access to Conversion Collective with all the perks, right? And also, by the way, starting this week, we have these awesome gentlemen have provided their time for 10 people to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with them. So I mean, obviously, we do enjoy this collaboration, and from the looks of it, you do too. So, what, let's say, led you to saying, "Hell yes, let's do it. Let's do it with Odys. Like, let's do this collab. That would be fun."
Perfect fit, right? Like Odys are in the industry, like not just in SEO but broader. The age domains are fantastic, as well as the other services. You do the mentorship scheme, which has now me and James in it as of very recently as Odys mentors. Give it back, but they're not just SEOs, right? You can go talk to people about operations, about affiliate marketing, about SaaS growth, about affiliate scaling channels,
Ranking rent.
and rank and rent, everything, right? And so There's a lot of synergy there because we also build a product that teaches people how to do stuff, and you can consult with people personally on the Odys mentors group. And so there's a lot of synergy there. You guys are some of the biggest people in the industry, and it's also really easy to work with. It's always a pleasure to work with Odys, and so it made a lot of sense. Like, let's give. And the thing is, when you buy an Odys domain, you're typically at the start of your business because you buy a domain for your project, right? And you get a head start because you have this powerful domain with historical authority that may have been like a high-flying business a few years ago before the business closed down. It has all these links, all these brand signals. But when you buy an Odys domain, you are still doing so, most likely, unless you're 301ing in as an existing business into this new domain, you're starting your business journey, your adventure. And how do you then go from this exciting, powerful domain that means that you can build a very powerful business off of it to the owner of a powerful, profitable business? And the answer is you need the right steps in place. And not like some people are so talented that they don't need us, fair play. But I hazard to guess that even if you are an intellectual powerhouse that knows everything, you will still learn something in our community, right? And so it's such a good synergy because buy a domain to be able to build a business and then get the steps you need to have the least chance of it not being successful by hanging around with the right people, with the right network, with the right course content, with the right masterminds in place for what you want to do. And we deliver on that. And so it's a great synergy. You buy your domain to supercharge your growth, and then you have the right brains in your network and in your that you can tap into and ask questions to make sure that you have the most chance of success. What's better synergy than that?
Yeah, you said it perfectly there. Leave it on that.
I just it was so cool to hear all of that, really, because yeah, the thought process in our team was pretty much the same, right? There's the synergy, there's the perfect combination of the two sides of one world. So yeah, it's like I really when we were putting out this first email announcement, and I saw that phrase going from owning a powerful domain without profit to a powerful business with profit. I was like, God damn, this is so brilliant. This is so like concise and brilliant, just spot on. It just was.
I'm glad that you
mind
like that
blowing.
because
Really,
I was happy with myself when I wrote that.
I actually copied this sentence and sent it out into to our like work chat, to test groups, and was like, "This is it. This is what it sounds like. This is perfect."
And that's
marketing.
why you work with us, because we
Really,
give you the real stuff that you could use now. That's the Jamie I.F and James Oliver effect. Is we help you with the next stuff as well.
Absolutely. By the way, speaking of marketing, like how do you feel where the wind blows? When like, how do you find those little tiny details that seem to move the needle even by an inch? Like even in the smallest, tiniest ways possible.
Well,
for me,
is just
it's
like, go on, James.
I was going to say, for me, it's reverse engineering. It's always reverse engineering, checking like what the top guys are doing, if they're changing the website, like how they're maximizing for conversions, because you want to try and maximize as much traffic as you get into to make a sale, basically. And that can be all the difference. You don't really want to care about traffic. It's all at the end of the day, it's profit. But yeah, it's literally reverse engineering, checking different marketplaces. So like we've done a few partnerships with Flipper, Meetup. So it's checking like Flipper, Empire Flippers, all those different marketplaces, and Acquiring Digital, where our friends helping out at, and just seeing like what businesses are selling, what businesses are working, what are they doing right, what's going wrong with some businesses, and just always on the ball and looking at that. That outlet for me it's helped me kind of stay ahead in affiliate marketing. And then now we're doing a lot of SaaS things, it's kind of helping with that as well, because kind of pivoted to that just because you get like 6x multiples on the sales, rather than now affiliate marketing is closer to free. So like whatever you do, the amount of ROI in that's doubled than the other way. So it's just the same amount of kind of work. So it's it's always for me is reverse engineering, checking what's working, and then obviously speaking to other people to keep your finger on the pulse of what's good and what's happening.
Yeah, for marketing generally, and I'm a hypocrite because I was not doing this well enough until recently. I think everyone thinks that marketing is doing 15 things. I need to keep an active Threads account and an active Mastodon account and an active Facebook account because more opportunities to be seen by people, and then grow affiliate channel, grow the grow newsletter, like all these 15 different things. And really, it just means that in the same way that if you have too many business and you can't put the right effort in unless you've got the right team to do things for you, you're simply not going to have the same effect as if you were just focusing solely on one thing, which again, I am a hypocrite. Don't do as I do as I say. And with marketing, I think people think that you need to do everything. Actually, what's changed for me over the last few months the most is nothing is done unless it's an unbelievable opportunity. You have to say no to almost everything. Yes, that would be great if to do more on Y, Z, A, B, C channel. Okay, but does it make me absolutely rich and mean that when I put $1 in, I get $50 out? If not, then I have to go with the thing that could most likely do that and only do that. Like businesses are built all the time of one channel. You know, if it's just affiliate but crazy good rates that everyone wants to promote, or just a huge email list or a huge influencer, and they're good at doing one thing really well that drives predictable, real growth. And so for me now, like if something has not got the potential to be a huge project, and if there's not enough time to give it the best chance of success, it has to just not be done. In the same way, now I have a creative director to help me with social content, so we're trying to grow and grow the personal brand and newsletter a lot. We used to, the first few weeks, we'd go, yes, we'll post that thread and it will get through. Now we try and post as few things as possible because the way the algorithms are structured now is you don't get sent to a lot of your followers unless it's an absolute banger, and then it goes viral because it's tested on a subset of your followers. If the engagement metrics are good, it gets sent to the next stage and the next stage, and that's how virality is built on Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube now. And so it requires saying no to almost everything. Could this be a 1 million view thread? If no equals do not focus. And so the art of marketing now is doing fewer things and doing them really, really well, and like in giving those projects the time and love and energy they need to be successful. And so when I look at marketing now, I used to think, oh, I'm so cool, I do 50 million things. Okay, but I wasn't actually doing any of them well, and so none of them were working. And I was like, well, that doesn't work. But actually, did I give it a full chance to work by putting the right effort in? Probably not. And so yeah, I think people confuse marketing with being busy rather than being effective. And marketing, while it is a creative process and you need creativity to do really excellent things, it's more analytical and more structured and operations based than most people realize. Especially if you're like, if you're an indie maker trying to make your first $3,000 a month, fair play, tweet cool, be impulsive, do whatever. If you're trying to build a huge multi-million dollar pound per year business that can support 100 staff, then you have to be methodical with the stuff, and it has to be operations and strategy led. I think people lose touch of like marketing being like the super magic science. Yes, hire creatives, hire excellent thinkers that can think of new tactics and new strategies, but do not spread yourself too thin with marketing, and do not fail to give the right effort to make sure a strategy and a campaign is successful, because that's the death of most businesses, is not stress testing things that could work enough to get real non-false negative data and be able to prove that they can actually work.
Well, that was a mini workshop on marketing from Jamie I.F.
There we go.
Yeah. Are you stoked? About going to Chiang Mai SEO conference in just a month? It's a month.
Can't wait. Yeah,
It's happening.
I think
in just a
we're
month.
going up at the same time, aren't we, Jamie? Like the 7th. Jamie's in Bangkok and I'm in Phuket right now.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
fly to Chiang Mai on the 7th of November, so I'm there for 16 days until the 23rd of November, if anyone wants to chat. We are also doing a meetup, the Odys and CC collaboration meetup, where if you want to meet up, and if you want uber solid gold with diamonds embedded, or maybe we'll embezzle, maybe with diamonds embedded. Then you should come. We're giving away the most exclusive swag in the business right now. Months of preparation, thousands of hours. Remember, I said marketing can only work if it's going to be done properly. Thousands of hours of back and forth. We went through 17 revisions for this item. No, I'm joking. But like, and so if you go to this meetup, not only can you get drunk with us, but we also have some of the coolest free swag in the business. So just to make sure that everyone remembers everything that you can take action for here. At the moment, Odys and the Conversion Collective are running a series of collaborations. You can meet us in person. It's absolutely free to do so. It will be in Chiang Mai in November. Mid-November, I think, on one of the last days of the conferences, maybe like the 20th, 21st.
21st. Yeah,
that's
Thursday, I believe.
21st.
Yeah, and so
21st.
that's part of our ongoing collaboration, and we love working with Odys. If you do want to join the Conversion Collective that you spent the last hour hearing about how great it is, you can do so. And in fact, you can do so for free instead of the usual $399 per year, because Odys have very gladly and kindly offered to sponsor your place. If you were on the fence about buying a domain and you were going to pull the trigger but didn't quite, decide that it was the right time to do it, right now, if you purchase a domain for more than $2,500, $2,500, you will get your free access to the Conversion Collective sponsored for a year by Odys themselves. AKA, you can now go from a powerful domain to a powerful business because your sponsorship has been put in by Odys, and you can join for your first year with no additional cost. And so it's an excellent way to both cover your powerful domain that can grow into a powerful business, as well as getting the powerful education you need to be able to build that business. And so I think there's a great synergy there. So if you do spend more than $2,500, it could be multiple domains if you want to buy multiple, but as long as the total price in October exceeds that amount, Odys will sponsor your place in the Conversion Collective, and you can get all this information and chat with me and James as much as you want. Additionally, for the next 10 people who join, and remember, this is going to go in like an hour. We've only just announced this, and so do not hesitate if this is something you want to take action on. But for the next 10 people who join and get free access to the Conversion Collective, instead of having to pay the $399 a year that it usually costs, if you so wish to, you can also get a half-an-hour strategy call with me and James, or me or James, not both of us, unfortunately. I think that'd be too expensive. But you can get a half-an-hour call. Strategy to SEO. I'm a SaaS guy now. I do a lot of affiliate marketing, a lot of analytics for affiliate stuff, a lot of data, a lot of link building, a lot of affiliate marketing content, things like that. And so if you want to talk with me, I do those sorts of things, and I can help you scale your affiliate program. I can help you with your SaaS-led SEO and things like that, as well as general affiliate marketing. James is also pretty good on the SaaS side. He's grown the fastest growing MRR SaaS tool in SEO in a long time. I think 0 to 20K plus MRR in a month, $1 million business built in a month based on the valuations. And James is also an excellent affiliate marketer. And so, if you are on the fence and you want unbelievable amounts of free value and extra value on top of the domain purchase that you are on the fence and probably going to buy anyway, then I would suggest you take action now, because there's a pretty unbeatable offer with regards to being able to communicate personally with us, getting your education sponsored by Odys, who have very kindly done so. And I see no reason why you shouldn't take action on that, to be honest, because that's a fantastic deal.
Couldn't have been said better. I mean, it's just deserves a mic drop. Oh, yeah. Awesome. This was an amazing conversation. It was so information packed, and thank you guys for bringing out your unique personalities to the show. As always a pleasure talking to you, and especially diving deep into the behind the scenes of Conversion Collective, like the entire history and how it's built, your approaches, your philosophy towards the project. I mean, I'm sure that you guys are and will be an example for a lot of up-and-coming entrepreneurs out there, and even the experienced ones. As you both said, you can be smart, very, very good at something in particular, but suck at something else, right? So there's always something to learn from other people. So yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for spending this hour with me, sharing your experiences, ideas, and everything else. And Jamie, I don't know, just huge thanks to you for this amazing advertorial that you just did. It was a great time. So yeah, see you in Chiang Mai in just 1 month. And everyone else, yeah, just as Jamie mentioned, join Conversion Collective, or either on your own or get a domain and get it sponsored by us, by Odys, and you'll get this priceless, exclusive access to this ultra exclusive meetup in Chiang Mai. And by the way, you'll actually get like free access to all the Odys meetups throughout the year that will happen at other conferences and events as well. So yeah, that's another catch here.
Awesome. Thank you for having us on, mate. It was great.
Yeah, always a good time.
Always a pleasure.
All right.
Cheers.
Then.
Cheers.
Thank you.